favor OG later on. So
because
you get the halberd against the Wind Ranger, and then Lifestealer, I think could be somewhat underwhelming as like a mid to late game carry if the game is even. So if they get there even, I like their odds. Last game it felt like they had to win lanes and they were unfavored in lanes. So I like their chances better here, but I'm not too optimistic.
Give me a team, T-Gov.
I like the adjustments OG made, but I still think Secret fundamentally have the answers to what OG are trying to do.
Perfect. Will we get a 3-game series? Which Twitter account will be more smug? Will Sir Ashton Slacks keep casting? Find out now for game number 2.
Prepare for battle.
Holy moly! I will, but you know, I'm still maintaining the appearance of OD Pixel, so I'll stick like that for the rest of the series. Here we go. It's game 2, ladies and gentlemen, of OG versus Secret. We are getting some stubbornness in the openings of the drafts. We're getting Huskar again. I mean, what do you reckon, Fogged? Is this a better shot here from OG with their lineup this time around?
I do think it's a better shot. I think they actually have top 10 on an active hero. That was probably my biggest gripe with the last game. He's playing Drow. Sure, you know, I've seen him play these type of heroes like his Vengeance and Drow, but he gets involved. I feel like Drow is a really hard one, especially if you die once or twice. You're playing versus a tough lineup. You're not very mobile. This one, it's his specialty. He can definitely make moves around. He can actually counter aggression too. Tornado to dispel Wind Run, to stop the speedy Bloodseeker, these kind of things. So I definitely do think it's a little bit better, but there's some untapped potential still. Like I think this Bloodseeker is still starting to be discovered. People are now looking at this off-lane Bloodseeker. I actually was hearing a little bit about it too, just talking to some people as well, and just hearing about the sustain, that you can just stand versus a lot of heroes now because of this off-lane, because the way that Thirst works. So that should be cool to see. And he's paired up with a classic. It's a Yapsor Rubik, his best hero. So we'll see what they can make of this as the battle commences.
Yeah, we'll see. Mid1 able to push Zai up to the high ground. Make sure that he doesn't continue to trade. Pretty successfully as well, though. You saw there punching into the Huskar how much damage this Bloodseeker can just do with the right click straight up early on.
Looks like it's going to be three runes for OG. And it is going to be that, my favorite hero, of course, that core ET this time versus the Lifestealer. Of course, shout out to our observer there.
Yeah, be sure to go check him out on Twitter, give him a follow, and you know, send him your T-Tools.
For sure.
No,
but yeah,
shout out to him. He's doing an excellent job here at the Omega League. So.
This is cool the way that they're laning. They're actually setting up an aggro tri-lane with the Chen, it looks like here, and they're putting the Lifestealer low and bottom. Okay. So I think this is they can move the lanes around a lot. Puppey can also move people, of course, with the way Divine Favor works. You can actually just drag a hero if he doesn't want to actually lane in that spot, if it ends up being a tough one for the Lifestealer down bottom. But he should be able to get some decent sustain for the moment until that TP does come out. We'll see if they can actually apply pressure. I think they'll be able to apply more pressure in the last game with an AM versus Darkseer and Spirit Breaker. But Lifestealer is pretty good versus Elder Titan too. As long as the ET does not get creeps in order to actually amp up his aura, Lifestealer can just turn and hit him.
This top lane, I mean, as we saw, you know, from the draft, getting this Huskar early again, OG seemed very set on playing it for the one. I mean, what do you think the reason is from OG why they really want to make this hero work? Like, what do you think they see in this hero right now?
I think it's just because they have the Oracle. I think it's just they're thinking that it can work combo, because of it, and maybe they're just trying to make it work and maybe forcing it a bit too hard, but I'm not too sure. I've seen this hero have mixed results, mostly failures, at least from this league so far, but gotta learn somehow, right? So definitely trying to experiment. Seeing this mid matchup, this is one thing where, you know, it is a top 10 hero. However, this matchup is worse, actually, than the Drow Ranger versus Wind Ranger. This is a tough one for the Invoker early on. He's got to start building up his damage, though. He's going to be able to sustain because of the 2 points in Quas. So he'll recover as the lane progresses. But the first few levels are a bit tough.
Yeah, very hard to get the CS against this Wind Ranger.
Yeah. The Wind Run gets popped. Tornado to dispel it very quickly so he can get some trades. And we're seeing bottom, they did sentry ward the small camp to ensure that Puppey can't abuse that one with his creeps. And they did actually allow the big camp spawn this time. They blocked it the first initial, but as an ET, you know, you really want to have this side camp open. You want them to be able to get stacked up so that you can apply the pressure onto a hero like Lifestealer. Zai does get the clip on the Blood Right onto mid one there.
Yeah, has to be a little careful. A few of the spears stacking up on him. I'll toss mid one to the side. Bottom lane, Puppey getting gone on. He's going to go for the TPA. He's not going to make it away though. Seb will take first blood.
He's got the damage.
There we go. Punching Puppey down. This is, you can imagine the sort of first blood that will, you know, give Seb the the momentum, the sort of ego boost there. He's got first blood. He's ready to sort of show Secret how it's done this game.
I think that's a lane where you can't play for the last hits. You're an Elder Titan Grimstroke versus this Lifestealer. I think you just have to play for these crazy type of kills and moves.
Mid one. And one is able to push him back with the disarm, but they chase him down, and now they turn over towards NoTail. Blood rides out. NoTail, he's
going down.
He's caught by it. They'll dive in, and Secret will claim both of their lives.
Instant salve by Yapsor onto Zai as well, and then tanks the tower. That top lane is not looking so good. Bloodseeker able to sustain, and that pure damage, it's nothing to joke about. Like, the thing is, like, what does Oracle really do? You can't even do anything about the damage because your W doesn't do anything versus pure if he did even go for a skill point early on. Lots of damage between these two. And he's gonna be, it looks like probably the same build, right?
I think
the Veil worked really well last time. It's not like he has as great of a like team
there's no
lineup with it, but Rubik's good. Even Rubik's gonna be able to get some Grimstroke spells eventually. See 4-minute rune, rotations coming up. Both supports from Secret emphasizing this one. They really want to fill up Nisha's bottle.
Yeah, they're going to be able to do so. DD rune as well. Spawns on the bottom for Nisha.
And they can do these rotations a little bit easier because they have these strong side laners. This Rage built-in Lifestealer, this Thirst speedy Bloodseeker who's had a good start. They can move for those runes early on and not jeopardize their side lanes too hard.
Sure, like Matu's going to get pushed away from the wave, but he's not going to die down here.
No. Unless he misplays, like, completely. Or they get an early point of silence. But now Saksa, he steps up a bit far.
Matu.
Oh, the damage.
Gotta be a little careful of those punches from Seb.
The dispels. That creep, they have to kill it. You have to get rid of that one there. It can dispel both the Inkswell and it can also dispel the Astral buff onto the ET. So yeah, they have to make sure that they get rid of that one there. And they will. Mid one.
Gonna start
is building up.
in onto him. He nearly gets locked into it. The silence, of course, does still catch onto NoTail. And NoTail will get the kill in return, but he may die as well for this. As Yapsor's hunting. Can he find the final right click? NoTail juking it down in the trees, getting the Purifying Flame heal stacked up. He'll be able to survive that as he hides himself in the trees.
Looks like the pushback actually got Yapsor out of range to be able to lift and throw the Huskar into the Bloodrite for a second there. Ends up actually getting them a kill. And now bottom. I mean, Seb has actually forced out the Lifestealer.
Yeah,
so
all in all, though, 5 minutes in, definitely improvement from what we saw in game one from OG this time round, coming out solidly even across the lanes.
Yep. Let me see. Oh, I think Yapsor maybe just snagged that from Nisha a little bit there. Nisha was pinging it, but either way, they got those bounty runes top. And we see Matu. He can safely TP back to base because he can just get raptured all the way back with the Divine Favor from Puppey. So keeps himself there. Shackle on the side.
All right, he's going to be able to find NoTail. NoTail turns with the disarm, but the two of them will be able to play around with him and kill him off. The kill for Nisha.
Yapsor didn't take the kill with Fate Ball. What the hell?
Yeah, that's when you know the Secret are trying their hardest.
Yeah, seriously, what
no kill stealing today from Yapsor.
Instantly ruined. Nisha does not get lucky guessing bottom. Thompson will be able to deny out the invis. Doesn't care about it. Already Urn finished up for Thompson. And like we said, this game, Thompson on an Invoker, he can deter a lot of the aggression. Especially versus a hero like Wind Ranger, that you can dispel that Wind Run. So he can easily show up and counter gank or even set up ganks, because they also do have the ET with the Invoker. So we've seen that one earlier in this tournament in particular. Tornado plus Stomp, easily to land and set up those EMPs.
Dire structures are fortified.
Nice. Using the fort here to deny those extra creeps away from Nisha. Keep that pressure in onto him, onto the tower.
There's that little purge creep again. They have to, I mean, this little purge creep will make their bottom lane not be able to be aggressive at all.
Top Zai.
Top.
He's going to start playing aggressive as he hits 6. Drops the Bloodrite down. Not quite in a position to kill off NoTail, but the Fade Bolt is destroying mid one there. To take him out again. Bottom lane, Seb trying to go in onto Matu. Puppey and Matu trading back though onto him.
This dispel, I mean this creep, like he had a ton of astral stacks there from the creeps on the side, but it just gets dispelled off all that damage that he builds up. Matu's getting low again here. Here comes the creep to purge it off, but it might be late.
They're chasing in. Seb, he's diving for this one. Yapsor able to TP in reaction, and Seb, he gets a little too aggressive there. Not expecting Yapsor
purge creep
to be able to TP across. And as you say, Puppey with that micro, setting up the secret to find both of them down there.
Yapsor 6, it's 7 minutes in. Wait, what the hell? That kill top really surged him forward there, but I mean, that's... All right. Level 6 with Arcane Boots pretty much done. Typical Yapsor, even though he didn't secure the kill with Fade Bolt earlier.
And that was very ambitious there from Seb, that dive. He went in, and I don't think there's many scenarios where he gets out of doing that. I mean, I'm sure maybe he could have got Matu, like there was that chance, but didn't play out.
They tried for the cheeky play with that like silence coming with the Phantom, but wasn't able to get it. Nisha though, rotation from Saksa.
The silence, but Yapsa's going to be able to break the combo initially. Thompson still has the Inkswell on him. They've got the nukes on. Tanisha back up from Zai coming in from the top lane.
Oh.
Straight away they pop the Invoker. They will lose the Wind Ranger. Zai's going to try and chase down Saksa and No-Tail. See how much more they can go for. There we have
Inkswell.
Zai leading in. Stun connects in onto No-Tail. Blood Bright's down. No-Tail will get hit by it, but the backup's here from Seb. And Seb will start to push the two of them away. Yapsa was able to grab the bounty ring. They've been left there for the last 3 minutes on the way out.
Gets his Arcane Boots completed because of that too, and he's being able to give Zai mana. So Zai in fighting form again. My God, the blood rate damage. That early on when he's already level 7, so it's 300 pure damage. It's the highest effective nuke in the game.
Radiant's
Look at Soxy, he has to dance around here to try to dodge it. We'll be able to.
Maybe having a shot at killing off Zai here. They get the cold snap and the EMP. Zai needs help. It's coming in. Puppy with the TP. Zai is into the trees and he's away.
And he's speedy now.
Couldn't quite kill him there, the three of them.
Tons of moves coming out from OG to try to respond to Secret's advantageous start again.
Yeah,
into 3. And look at this, like Matu now is able to get so much space out of bottom when it was looking like he was going to suffer maybe a tiny little bit, but now Swarm's got the armlet done. And something that Elder Titan does not like playing versus is any of that plus armor as your aura. Sure, your astral works, but your actual natural aura gets countered as mid one.
Nisha's trying to catch on to mid one.
It's a freebie.
Middle tower is under attack.
This is going to continue to just enlarge the difference between Mid One and MATUMBAMAN's game. Like, we're seeing the timing, as you say, on Matu's armlet in comparison. He's going to be able to do so much more at the point where Mid One's not going to be quite ready to turn up to these fights.
Yep. The only way that they can get those type of kills there is if Saksa actually gets the Phantom from the tree line. If he does it out of like in fog and he gets the silence off initially, then maybe they can go for those connects, but not able to do so the last few times. Matu will outclick him for the rune here. Nice try again here. He has the rage.
Yeah, it's not a. You're never catching up to this Lifestealer now with the phase boots, the rage.
And now now he has the armlet done pretty much, so that much stronger. He needs just a couple more last hits and he will have it. Top forcing reactions, going for a dive here with the Fade Bolt, with the Blood Red as well. So much burst damage with this early Veil too.
And again, this early lead, I mean, 10 minutes in, but it's a 4K
again.
lead.
Yeah, and Thompson, like that one death actually costs him so much. Look, he's down with the supports, with the Rubik, with the Bloodseeker, the offlane. His net worth is crippled a bit here. Keeping themselves top, keep applying the pressure. Mid one has to be so careful. If he's at like half HP or 3/4 HP as a Huskar, Blood Right, pure damage, a Fade Bolt, and a Stolen Spell, he's just dead. He actually has to move out of the lane and go farm some jungle now because of that.
I mean, and where is the power from OG in this game? In the first game, we were always looking towards when they'll be able to group up as 5, and considering that could have had potential, obviously. They got too far behind early on.
They wanted to try the tree line. It gets dispelled instantly, though. The Inkswell, the Purge Creep again. Puppy always having the right one.
Yeah, the Alpha Wolf as well, giving that extra bit of punch to Matu.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is really whenever Thompson wants to start moving with the ET, I think they have to set up some Stomp, Tornado, EMPs as Thompson. He's ghost walking, but he's being seen. The Thirst.
Ooh, he's gonna live.
10 HP.
And they'll be able to punish Nisha for that. TP's coming.
All right.
Keep Thompson alive.
Oh my God, he almost died because of the vision from the Bloodseeker. Ends up surviving, but they do lose a very early tier 1 bottom
and a top lane.
Top 2 Zai.
I mean, he's got 1,300 gold on top of the Veil. This is a fair bit of money on this. Soul Flame Bloodseeker yet again, mid lane. Matu's going to come in. Tried to set up onto mid one. Doesn't want to run back in, though. There's 4 heroes here on OG.
That is a scary steal. It is a level 4 Inkswell on a hero that has Rage built in. So Tornado, sure, amazing to counteract that Inkswell, but if he's raged, he can just beeline right through. Exactly. So I do think Secret's probably going to look to just fight whenever a fight does come to them, but this time, Zai might get caught out pretty far forward.
No, just no messing around for the
silence.
Dire's middle tower.
There's no cold snap because of the silence. He lives.
And they're pressuring the mid-tier 1 tower. Secret just finding any opportunity to take away these very early towers here from OG. No defense in the mid lane as that tower will fall as well. 12 minutes in.
And look at this now.
lead, it's only going up again.
Yep, and they're looking for action. Stolen Inkswell, they're very ready to look for these fights. They have so much damage in their draft now because of this early lead. Anyone they find will easily get brought down. All of OG, though, kind of responding here. Thompson is top.
Here we go. The catch is in. They've got the shackle shot. Mid-1 needs to save straight away. False promise comes out from No Town. Mid-1 jumps immediately over onto Nisha. They have the X-Frost done as well. Nisha falling low. He'll go down. They'll get the Wind Ranger. As Matu dives in over towards Saxon. Now turning over back towards Mid-1. The stolen Purifying Flames there from Yapsor, nuking Mid-1 out of the game.
My God.
They may have got Nisha, but they lose 3 heroes for it. Matu survives. His farm starting to get quite a bit ahead of anyone else in the game. This armlet into Deso is going to come out at a very good timing for the Lifestealer.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm seeing OG. They've queued up a Midas on Invoker. I believe I saw Midas queued up on Elder Titan too. It looks like they're going to take it, try to take it to the late game because of how this early game has gone. I mean, they're going to try to go for some farm build.
Do they have the heroes to do that? Who's the late game hero on OG? What's the potential in that sense?
I mean, it's the Invoker and the ET for the most part,
Yeah.
but I mean, this Lifestealer has built-in rage. He's excellent versus these heroes as game progresses no matter what. Nisha does start to fall off a little bit versus them, but Lifestealer is definitely the one who reigns supreme for the majority of this game, if not all of it, especially with this type of lead. And he's always going to get amped up, right? He's always going to have this Chen behind him to buff him up, and then Rubik stealing Grimstroke and Oracle spells. So I do feel like this Lifestealer still does reign supreme, even if it does go to later, but OG, they might have a different idea of it.
Smoke, yeah, from OG. I mean, Secret are in OG's jungle right now. Scan comes out, so OG know the whereabouts. The Secret are positioned to fight.
Zai very fast.
I mean, Seb's going to get ruptured straight up, so he's going to be held out to the side of the fight.
Okay. If Saksa doesn't die here, this could be okay with disengage of
They're on
GMG.
top of him. Shackle setup. That's 1 down, and now it becomes a 4v5, and a 4v5 that I don't think OG's going to want to still try and force.
No. Look at Matu. He's like it's the way he's playing. There's no risk because he's just so good versus every single one of the heroes on the side of OG. This raid.
That's it's got him in for a hammer, I believe.
Okay.
Got the 1-up.
Nice little snipe there by Thompson as he's making his way to Midas a creep. Or maybe the Midases are also for the Chen creeps, right? Maybe that's why they also.
Okay, that's true. It is the Chen counter.
Yeah, I was trying to.
A very expensive one.
Very expensive indeed. But look at Poppy. He's always having the purge creep. It's so important when you have these type of dispels.
Now he's got 2.
Versus Elder Titan. Even Oracle, too, it can be very good versus Grimstroke. Nisha.
There's a setup into the blow. Right, Matu, he's straight on top of Thompson. Thompson just gets destroyed. No Tail doesn't even get a chance to use the false promise on him. As Thompson goes down, Matu trying to run over the high ground. Saxon there with the counterplay. They lead forward.
Infest.
Oh, he gets away. He's into Nisha. He's straight back out and he's ready to fight on. The false promise will get used onto Mid-1.
But they're outnumbered.
They're down to. Mid-1's going to take so much damage through this false promise that he's going to pop as it comes to an end. Oh,
This is insane.
Oh, it's starting to look like a bit of a replay of game 1. 8K lead, 16 minutes in, 18-5.
They're just so good at looking for the right fights, and they've got a mech to counteract everything there already. OG, they're nowhere near that type of mech. They have the 1 save, they have the 1 false promise, but look at the way that Matu's playing. We're saying he's playing with no risk, no care. He's just running through heroes, targeting exactly whoever he wants, and they lose Thompson at the start of it, so it was a fight that was near impossible anyway.
I
mean, Secret's just out of control.
Secret indeed.
8-0 and 8 on Yapsor as well, by the way, on his signature Rubik. 16 of the 18 kills. It's having an impeccable performance.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And just look at the damage split between the 4 of Secret. They're just in tune. Everybody's making plays on Secret. Everyone's getting equally involved. Yeah. Like they're just all on the same wavelength, Secret, and it shows it. OG trying to get something together against this lineup. And for the second time in this series, it's just not falling into place at all from OG. It's falling all over the place.
No, it's the way that they're making all their heroes work together is why you see those damage numbers. Like the reason Yapsor's damage is so high is not only because he's Yapsor, but he's got the Veil backup from his teammate, from that Bloodseeker, and he got given level 6 at 7 minutes. Like he got
just look at it. He's level 12, and he's got his Blink Dagger on top of the Ether Lens at 17 minutes. He's nearly about to overtake the farm. Mid-1 and Thompson.
Yeah. He's higher level than Thompson. They're now getting some time to at least hit a tower here. Finally here.
The first tower that they've been able to punch really in this game, OG.
Sai quickly starts to deter that. Has a Yule's already finished up, and he's actually getting it raptured out, but He will actually, okay. He'll use himself to make sure he doesn't get hit
Bottom tower has
so that he can get pulled away and ensure that he survives as well.
is under attack.
I mean, they
Nice
get a
play
tier
by
1, but they're losing a tier 2, and of course the all-important pre-20-minute tier 2, so now Secret,
Yep.
if they can finish this with the availability of denying any of that 20-minute outpost XP from OG.
And there's already an MKB now on Nisha. So that Huskar, who ideally you want to be able to get a halberd at some type of time, evasion's already going to get countered heavily. And the damage, like we said, the Veil, plus the Blood Rage, plus that Focus Fire with an MKB is going to be crazy.
See Matu,
He gets
with
the
the
rage
rage, and even starts to turn towards them there. Does realise that OG's got the full squad around, and Matu didn't quite have the backup
Dire's top
in
tower
the neighbourhood,
is
so
under
he's out to the
attack.
side, continuing to go for this aggressive build. Armlet, Deso into the Basher.
Smoke by Secret. I think they're maybe going to try pressuring the base here. They're very strong right now, and they have Aegis, they have Deso, Armlet. They can catch people on the rotation. Matu holds his ground, walks to his teammates, does get caught by the stomp though.
He gets his armlet back off though.
Yep.
And into Nisha. He's saved. And again, just Zai just putting down these blood brights, forcing this whole area where OG struggle to fight into.
So there's a smoke to put a base ward so they can see inside, and they're just actually going to look to sandwich them
They
here.
just wrap him around. This one, he's going to start to step towards them, but then just jump out, and immediately it has to be false promise. The Jackal doesn't latch. Midwan's going to jump in aggressively, but he's being ruptured. He's going to take so much damage. Matu, he's going to get to the back lines. The lift up there onto the Invoker, 3 dead. It's starting to look just as bad as game 1, Fog. It really is.
Certainly is. Look at, and they even still had Hand of God. They did use the mech, but OG, they don't have anything to match this at all right now. Secret just, I mean, it's flawless play here. The way that they smoke and wrap around, they set up the ward too. This is just no mercy. And Matu with this just such a favorable hero matchup versus what he's against. He's, like I said, he just has no fear. He can just run into anything he wants.
My goodness, 21-5. I can't remember what the score got to in the last game, but I think
It was 30-something to 4, something.
I think it was
5,
to
maybe.
5.
Yeah.
It's heading that same way yet again. I mean, some of these KDAs, as you're pointing out earlier, the Abs are 8-0-9. Insane stuff here from Secret, and we'll see what the comeback plan is going to be from OG. As you said, there are Midas online.
But they can't, like, their lanes are all going to be pushing into their side.
Yeah.
And they have a base ward that's watching their movements that they do not know about at all. There's no way they'll ever find that base ward either. So they just saw them all walking out of the base, walking into their jungle. They know exactly, look at Matu. He knows
just run
exactly
in.
where they are. He's taunting them.
Matu doesn't care. He's just going to start going in onto Mid-1.
Oh, Stone Splitter.
He's just gone. There's not even a chance to save Mid-1.
7.
Oh, they're just getting destroyed.
Matu wants him.
Is he going to keep going? He's going to keep.
I think he's gonna chase him.
Matu's in the base. He's in the base. Saxon's
maybe a
going
bit far.
outside of it. Yeah, Matu will finally give up on the chase. Doesn't quite have the movement speed to continue to get him. Mid lane Thompson's out alone.
Oh, okay, I mean, goodbye, Thompson.
All right. 24-5, 15k lead. We're really going to get 2 back-to-back games of this. This is just Secret.
Dire's middle tower.
Just destroying OG on an outrageous level. There's nothing close about these games.
Look at this Lifestealer. He's Alacritied with Blood Rage. Look at all these buffs he has on him, and he even gets to survive, jumping away here.
Protecting that Aegis. And Zai, he's feeling it. Dagon's out. That's how you do as the Bloodseeker.
Sure.
Get out your Dagons.
You've got your max Blood Rage already, 30% spell amp. The grab.
One again, getting caught out. Matches in it, he's dead again. Nothing can be done to save him.
They gotta be calling this.
They gotta be. They really have to. A Secret.
Holy shit. It's really no mercy. Okay, Inkswell onto 2, but he's so tanky already.
It's not gonna do anything. It's not doing anything at all.
No, it is not. And even the power shot through with the amp up. Are they gonna get this ET as well, Seb? He's trying to get away. He will be able to get away. I mean, maybe not. He'll be able to get away. But he's forced back to the base. Secret, 22,000 gold lead. They're toying with their food now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, are we sure Secret are playing on their main accounts? I mean, What's happening?
Oh, this is just. I mean, it's impeccable performance across the board.
Yes,
They just don't make.
I mean,
They're not making any mistakes. And OG,
Yeah, at this rate,
they're falling into the traps.
the Smurf detection's going to kick in, and Secret's going to jump straight to the grand finals. Holy moly! This is
Chilling around the Ancients. He's going to open wounds for healing. Heal back up to full. Keep their pressure on the map. OG, they're trying to find some type of room, some breathing. Seb, desperate to find some farm, but now he might be paying with his life. As always,
no,
that a
they're
boot to
coming.
travel on the Rubik.
yes, it is.
Okay, clips him with the stomp, but he will don't think
Hey,
they'll
they got
find
Nisha.
Nisha. All right,
They got Nisha.
they got Nisha.
They got something. They got something here, OG.
And they instant smoked, looking for something else. Puppy knows though. His creeps scouted it out. He's pinging exactly where they were.
Dire's bottom
They did at least get a
tower is
kill
under
here
attack.
to punch back, but
They're going to need quite a few more of those.
Yeah.
Down 21k here at 23 minutes.
Matu is such like Matu can just run at them. Look, he has
It's just taunting
He
at
has
them.
35 armor. Like, what do? You no,
look at that
nobody can
damage.
touch him. He can kill the 3 of them probably.
Just run.
They have to reset and run away.
Oh, another kill.
Oh, they find that's a lot of gold.
There's a rupture onto Thompson. They found 2. Thompson's going to go for the TP out.
Oh, no tail gets left.
Oh, but he's out with the TP, and there's nothing to cancel it.
He'll survive.
Okay. A bit of a punch back here from OG. I don't know if we...
Oh, he does not survive.
No.
Did he stick? He had 19 stick charge. Oh, he didn't pop the stick. I think if he popped
that
those.
may have saved him.
I mean, they did so much damage to him with the hits with the Death.
True, that may have
Death
not saved
AC.
him.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I thought the fountain region might be enough to actually heal him up, but oh my god.
I guess Matu just hits that hard right now.
Yeah, they're too big.
Dire's bottom tower is
Sorry.
under attack.
They've got the detection, Thompson, the Dagon. He's dead.
He's out.
Then he buys back.
He's going to buy back.
Dire's
And Midbot's going to try and turn. He jumps in onto Puppy.
Oh my god, Puppy's just, look at him just slowing him. Look at the ghost lady.
On the lift, it's holding him in the blood right. He's gone again, Midbot.
Dire's
He's
bottom
gone
tower
again.
is under attack.
OG just pushed back up to the bay. Whoa!
Stolen life break.
Yabzor swagging in with the life break. As OG, they're just getting pushed back by the blood right. Shackle won't latch it. Secret playing around into the siege creep. Matu goes.
Another rupture.
Ready for some Carty action.
Oh, Saksa, he's been spouted, he's been found. Stuns the Cardi, but pays with his life.
I mean, they're getting Dagon now. That's when it's rough. When you're getting Dagoned.
Just look at this, the blood rights to zone them away from going back to their fountain.
Zai's
By Zai.
punching. They will turn.
The damage, ET.
Zai on the run.
Oh, he's got Essence Ring.
He's away. There's no the stomp.
They get
Gets
the
him.
stomp.
Okay, and the setup there as well. Onto Yabzor, mid-one. He's going to look for the kill. Matu goes in with the range onto mid-one. Mid-one is gone. No save available for No-Tail. The pulse punch is still on cooldown. No-Tail goes for the disarm and the TP out back to base. Will make it away. Nisha able to finish him off with the power shot. As Thompson goes down, the bottom racks are claimed. 38-9. Over 1k a minute lead here. Yet again for Secret. 29k advantage.
Nisha was trying to run away, and Matu's like, no, we're going in, not out.
I mean, they certainly are. No-Tail's out. Right up to the fountain. Nisha dives in. It's a
GG.
team wipe. GG is called.
Is under attack.
And not the once, but the twice. Secret. They just decimated. It's not even close. It's